Hey guys, how's it going? So, um, I did not get any audio for my videos, which I'm really bummed about because it was a really good writing day this day. But I think it's a good opportunity to talk about LASIK and my experience with it. So, I had LASIK in March of 2022. It was a big deal for me. I think I waited like 3 or 4 months just to, from the first appointment all the way to the last appointment, the actual surgery day, I mean. And um, it wasn't too expensive, but I was happy to get it done and over with. When I started writing, I knew that glasses would be a struggle for me riding on the trail. I never could wear contacts. They just the price of them, I just could never justify it, and I have astigmatism, and so it just makes it even worse because you have to wear special contacts, and then riding the dust and stuff kind of ruins them too. So since having the surgery, I went from having a power. I don't know. I've never actually known my sight reading score or whatever it's called, but the prescription was like a 3.25 power, and now my sight reading is like 2015 now, and so I was pretty happy about that. It means I can see every detail on the trail. Um, I could see pretty far away, and when I first got it, it was a really easy procedure. The first day, the first appointment, they take a bunch of measurements, and the second appointment, they do even more measurements, and then the third day, I believe they checked my what do you call it? Or they dilated my eyes. Sorry, and I ended up. It was a pretty strong dilation too. I've never had a dilation last 2 or 3 days, but they got all that done and took more measurements. The day that I was able to have the surgery, I had the surgery on it, and if you're ever kind of nervous about getting it or nervous about people touching your eyes, I barely noticed it, but the only reason why I noticed it was I was looking for certain things that I've seen in videos of people doing while you had it or while I had it. Like, if you ever watch a YouTube video on LASIK, there's like flaps and like the cutting of the eye. Like I say it like it's gruesome, but it really isn't. Like, they cut a flap open by laser, they lift it up, and then they laser your eye, and then put your flap back down, and your eye's fixed, essentially, like in layman's terms. But as soon as I sat up, like, your eyes are a little watery, but you can see crystal clear. It really is amazing that I went in with glasses and went right back out with no glasses. So, in this video, we were the trail crosses this little like river / creek, and it wasn't really like, it comes off the main road and then down through the creek, and then to the other side is the trail. It was just too deep. A couple of us waded through the water just to see if we could get through, and we couldn't. And so we decided to turn around and go somewhere else. So, a lot of good conversation here that darn GoPro did not catch any of it. So, but yeah, it was, and then the couple months it took to heal. it was really transitional. I went from just right after surgery. During the surgery, your eyes are numb to whatever is it's numb to like the environment essentially. And then as soon as I got in the car, they started burning. And so I was told to go home and just take a nap or go to sleep, or go home and just close my eyes and don't open them for 6 hours or so. Or was it 4 hours? I can't remember. Something like that, 4 or 6 hours. Or go nap for 4 hours or something. And I tried doing that in the car. Really didn't work. Obviously, somebody was driving me. But I went home. I finally got inside and laid down. And I think I passed out for a couple hours. I was able to get up that night, and my eyes like burned like crazy. I really could not go to sleep because of how much they burnt. Anyways, that next morning they barely hurt at all. Like, I was kind of shocked, and then being able to see perfectly that next morning too, I was quite happy about it. I say that like, oh, it's nothing, but like, I can see details on walls, I can see details in words, I can see words that are far away. It really was something special. The people were nice. It was at North Idaho Eye Institute. And yeah, they were a bunch of nice people. This hill climb was actually kind of challenging for my buddy Manny. It was almost like a redemption climb for him because he had tried this earlier, like a couple years ago, on a YZ250 that did not run right at all, and he did pretty well, all things considered. He got about 3/4 of the way up, and then he hit something and he couldn't get going again. I was the same way. I hit like a branch or something. It just keeps going up and up and up and up forever, it seems. But yeah, it took about 2 months for full recovery. I used eye drops a lot the first month, and whenever my eyes even felt a little dry, I didn't want to mess it up, so I just using eye drops like crazy. A week post surgery, it was quite. They yelled at me a little bit for using too many eye drops because that's not what they wanted, and so they put collagen plugs in my eyes, made it so that way I would hold on to tears a little bit longer, and that helped quite a bit. I was able to hold on to tears a little bit longer during the day, and I needed solution less. I can't remember. Eye drops less. There we go. And so a couple months go by. Not a couple months. I guess a month goes by. A month goes by, and I finally do not need eye drops any longer. I see perfectly. Nothing's wrong. The surgery was essentially successful. Like, it really isn't that harsh of a surgery. You just go in, you lay on a bed, and of course they numb your eyes, and you take a Valium beforehand so you're not stressed. But I laid under a table and I looked at a light, and it was green, and when they said that it's coming, I just kind of like looked up at the light, and I watched like little red lights blinking at my face essentially, and it was done. Like, I don't know, 5 to 10 seconds per eye, and then I sat up and I could see. So it's a very easy procedure. If you have the option and have the money to do it, go ahead and do it. It was very successful for me. Make sure you use lots of eye drops. Don't not use eye drops. Don't think you can bear through it. Make sure you heal first before you do anything else. I think I was right on the bike about a week later. I went somewhere, and as long as I was real careful in what I was doing, I wore goggles. I went places that didn't have brush or dust, just to make sure that my eyes were still good to go, or to good. I made sure my eyes were still good to heal. So, anyways, I hope you guys really enjoyed these videos. As they had no audio, unfortunately, but these trails were a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun riding them. So I hope to get more videos out with some real motovlog style videos, because I kind of want to get into that more. Guys, I don't want to just let you guys watch a video with no voice, because that kind of gets boring, I think. So alright, well, thank you, and enjoy the video with some music, I guess.